Hello and welcome to our show. This is Analytic Energy Agency, and my name is Alexey Presnov. And today we are back with you in our English language broadcast and trying to describe for you what is going on in Russia and Kazakhstan and some other countries with regard to power sectors. Let's start with Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan is very active now in international cooperation. And here we're on the side of Minister of Energy of Kazakhstan Republic. Don't see if it has English. No, it doesn't have English version. So it's a picture of Vice Minister of Kazakhstan Energy Minister. He is responsible for power sector. His name is Sungat Simkhanov, and he was the head of a delegation of Kazakhstani representatives of power sectors here with a picture of them where they actually visited the United States of America, California in particular, and you see it's a picture of their meeting at California ISO, it's Independent System Operator. Uh, and also they had some other meetings. They participated in a forum which is called USA Russia Eurasia Energy Environment Forum. That's called, and it was held in San Francisco. They delivered some reports there, their opinions, how it's, they just told the representatives of that meeting how it's going on and the things are going in Kazakhstan. And what is interesting with their visit to California, I saw, is that they discussed not only technologies and some management systems of power system management, and also they discussed the uh, functioning of open, as they put it, in this open power market and integration of renewables to the market. That's important to Kazakhstan because Kazakhstan, as we can see here, for instance, the share of renewables in their power balances right now exceeds 6% already. It's May 20th, the information is. And that's important for them. And so it's important to learn how to operate that kind of markets, and California is a good example, obviously. But the thing is, if it's this official picture. But I think if we go to the realities, and let's go to our Telegram channel, and we have a lot of materials, but most of them are, of course, in Russian. Regarding Kazakhstan, we can see that, for instance, I have participated in the talk show on one of the famous TV channels there, and you see the picture here, and we made special video in our YouTube channel. You can see that if you understand Russian, or can get some translation for that. So they are discussing what is going on with rates and tariffs, and they are rolling very rapidly and growing very rapidly, and the public and the business and all the consumers, they try to understand what is going on. It was about that, and if you just try to comprehend the position of Kazakhstani authorities, regulators regarding this kind of thing, is that they just say, okay, it was very low for many, many years. Because of that, we need to renovate our industry. We need to rebuild our power stations, especially the CHP, which produce heat and already combined heat and power stations, electricity, and so on. So just don't worry, be happy, and just put up with all this, rise of rates because it's just inevitable, and we cannot do anything about that. And my position, my point of view there, which my standpoint, which I always try to express and try to resist, is that the problem of Kazakhstan is the absence of effective, uh, well, tailored, robust, and effectively functioning power market. That's their problem, which they don't want to admit, they don't want to recognize, and that discussions taking place. Now, of course, our channel is not so big, so I mean, the YouTube channel and Telegram channels. So, but some, of course, they read that our channel, that information, we can see that, but it's difficult for them to accept the truth. And I'm just comparing the prices for electricity in Russia and Kazakhstan. I am telling them that the prices in Kazakhstan are already higher than in Russia, and that is a very sad fact because all this advantage of their economy, which because they in general the economy is weaker than Russian, and of course the advantage is with cheap resources, including electricity prices. But if they don't have that and they have higher prices, it's very difficult to compete with Russia. And as you know, Kazakhstan is in the one economic space with Russia because we have this union, it's so-called Eurasian Economic Union. Uh, so there's a lot of problems, and they need to adopt this, to kind of admit that there's a problem, and that we cannot see that. So we see that they visit the United States. If we go back here, they also meet with, like right here, they meet with IMF mission in Kazakhstan, discussing various things. But we don't see their eagerness to switch to the market principles of Kazakhstan power industry functioning. That's a problem which we point out to them because, for instance, if we look at some other situation, for instance, how much they're paying, like what their rates are. For instance, Almaty, which is the biggest, largest city in the south of Kazakhstan, it's former capital of Kazakhstan, and this material is about projected rate rise from June 1st, and it says that the price for individuals, for so-called for the for those for individuals and for houses, and it's not commercial, so they're because there is a cross subsidies, as you know, in Russia. Also, the same situation when population pays less than businesses and less than other, like juridical bodies and juridical entities. Uh, Households, right? I find just I forget this word in English. It's the households prices are 38, according to this to the projects, 38.66 tenge per kilowatt hour without it's including VAT. It's tax, related tax. Is it much or is it is it not so much? Let's say 38 tenge. It's it's quite. It's about if we just divide by 5, it's about 8 rubles, or if we translate it into dollars or into euros, it's about 8 cents. But that's for households. If we go further on, we will see also there are some, this steps depending on the volume of your consumption. But if you go to to the commercial sector, it's about this 3866. And budget, they get already more than 100, 111.72. And this is more than 20 cents already. That's how it's high prices already. It's a level of prices high, but they didn't even start yet. All those projects which are they going to to rebuild the industry, and of course because of that, because of need to recoup those investments, the price will be much higher in the very near future. And that I'm telling them, and but they just don't want to listen so far. If we look at the other information, for instance, they are talking about just go back to our channel here, about new power, a thermal power station, a big one. It's so-called GRES 3, it's the city of Akibastus, and capacity is installed capacity is 2.6 gigawatts. And the price, the capital investment there initially was set at 3 trillion tenge, which is about $6 billion. But they had the auction there, the tender, they call it, and just didn't happen because nobody came for that amount of money to build a kind of facility. And they just declared another tender, but the maximum investment already is set at 8.4 trillion tenge, which is about $14 billion. It's, as I said here, it's a little bit closer to reality because it's more than $6,000 per kilowatt of installed capacity. In Russia, also, we have demonstrated recently. There were some auctions in Siberia. The price was there $5,000 per 1 kilowatt of installed capacity. But here, they're already saying about $6,000. It's a very high, of course, because normally that kind of power station, but it's a coal-fired power station. I just forgot to tell you. And they are trying to build it on some kind of Chinese technologies, as far as I understand, and which it's a so-called supercritical parameters of steam there, and very low, very low, expense of the coal to produce 1 kilowatt hour. It's 280 grams. I don't remember how it's called in English again. So that's a picture in Kazakhstan. If we look at in Russia, what is happening in Russia, it's again, still we have all those uncertainties with regards to what to do near future because of all this geopolitical situation, which we hoped like a month ago, a month and a half ago, we hoped it will be more or less clear. It will be completed. We will see this light at the end of the tunnel. But so far, recent events and recent developments show us that it's unfortunately it's not the case. We see that negotiations are actually a stalemate, and difficult to say. But again, the point is that there are a lot of restrictions on the Russian economy, and more restrictions are on the horizon, it's difficult to start anything and to just to prognose anything, to predict what will happen in like next 6 months. But the plans are to predict what will happen in 18 years. So I'm telling you also in our Telegram channel that's not the case. You should kind of just be concentrated how to restruct the Russian power market in terms of especially Russian, this investment segment of the market, because it's not doable, it's not workable, it's not functionable. All that, it's kind of, it's just multi prices there, because the new capacities come there on higher prices. So incumbent capacities, they get lower prices on the capacity market. Also modernizations, third prices, all that doesn't work in the environment of when there are restrictions, when there are kind of these black swans, which came to the market, not because of those geopolitical factors. That's about it. What I wanted to tell you today. Also, it's worth mentioning that Kazakhstan, for instance, they have a problem with their balancing market because it was a auditors. It's a auditing chamber of the parliament of Kazakhstan. They had some checkup of what is happening in this sphere in the field of how Minister of Energy works and functioning, how all those tariffs and the rates are set. And they found that balancing market is not very transparent and difficult to understand. So there is a discussion there, but maybe we will see how it will be developing, and if there are some news worth mentioning, worth telling you in details, we will do that next time. Thank you for watching, and stay with us. Let's see what will happen next.